Halloween is a time when the line between the world of the living and the world of the dead becomes thin, and thrill-seekers seek opportunities to immerse themselves in an atmosphere of horror and mysticism. For those who are ready for the most terrifying adventures, there are places where legends and ghost stories are not just fairy tales, but reality woven into their walls. These places, filled with fear and mystery, attract both ghost hunters and those who just want to experience the thrill of the unknown. Here are 10 of the scariest and most mystical places that are perfect for visiting on Halloween. Bran Castle, Romania. Located in Transylvania, Romania, Bran Castle is widely known as Dracula's castle. This ancient and gloomy castle has become a symbol of Count Dracula, a character from Bram Stoker's novel. Although Vlad the Impaler, the inspiration for Dracula, probably never lived in the castle, his brutal reputation and the horrors associated with his reign are forever associated with the place. Tourists report strange sounds, the feeling of an invisible presence, and an inexplicable fear that grips them while walking the corridors of the castle. Bran is a place where myth and reality intertwine, creating the perfect atmosphere for Halloween. Some of the interior items on display are from Queen Mary's personal collection, exquisite furniture, ceramics, jewelry, and even ancient icons. In addition, guests are introduced to the arrangement of the Powder Tower, the torture chamber, and are also led up the secret staircase, which also adds to the mystical atmosphere of the castle. Bran Castle, also known as Dracula's Castle, is a monumental four-story building with typical medieval architecture. High stone walls, towers overlooking the entire area, underground passages, secret rooms, and dozens of staircases between different parts of the building. Island of the Dolls, Mexico. Located in the canals of Xochimilco, Mexico, the Island of the Dolls looks like a scene from a horror movie. The small island is covered in thousands of old, torn dolls hanging from trees and buildings. Legend has it that it all started with one doll found by local resident Don Julian, who hung it in memory of a girl who drowned near the island. Over time, he began collecting more dolls to appease the spirit of the girl, who he said haunted him. Visitors to the island report seeing the dolls move, hearing whispers, and hearing children's laughter. The Island of the Dolls is a true embodiment of the fears associated with the dead eyes of the dolls watching your every move. A great place to visit on Halloween weekend for a nerve-wracking experience. Winchester House, USA. The Winchester House in California, USA, is a labyrinth of rooms, corridors, and staircases leading to nowhere. This strange and confusing mansion was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the magnate who created the famous rifle. After the death of her husband and daughter, Sarah believed that their family was haunted by the spirits of all those who died from the Winchester rifle. To escape them, she began building this house, not stopping construction until her death. They say that the spirits still wander the house, crying out for justice. The Winchester House has become one of the most famous haunted houses, where you can encounter the inexplicable at every turn. Isle of the Dead, Poveglia, Italy. Poveglia, also known as the Isle of the Dead, is located near Venice, Italy. This small island was used as a quarantine zone during the plague and later as a place to house the mentally ill. Thousands of people died on the island, and locals claim that the soil is literally made of the ashes of the dead. Legends say that the souls of the dead cannot leave the island, and visitors often hear screams and see ghostly figures wandering among the ruins. Povelia is one of the most frightening places on Earth, exuding ancient fear and pain. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Edinburgh Castle, towering over the capital of Scotland, is one of the most mystical places in Great Britain. Over its long history, the castle has seen many battles, murders and betrayals, which have left their mark on its walls. Witches were executed en masse, prisoners died in the dungeons, and warriors fought to the death. Legends say that the castle is inhabited by ghosts, including the ghost of the piper, whose sounds come from the underground passages, and the ghost of the drummer, whose appearance is considered a harbinger of trouble. Edinburgh Castle is a place where history and mysticism merge. Catacombs of Paris, France. The Paris catacombs are a network of underground tunnels and caverns that stretch for hundreds of kilometers beneath the city. They contain the remains of more than 6 million people, brought here from the city's overcrowded cemeteries in the 18th century. These dark and cramped corridors have become the source of many urban legends and ghost stories. Those who have ventured into the catacombs report strange sounds, cold touches, and the feeling of being watched. These underground galleries are one of the most frightening places in the world, where every echo could be a voice from the past. Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania. The Hoia Baciu Forest in Romania is often called the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania due to the unexplained phenomena that occur there. People who have visited the forest report missing time, sudden flashes of light, strange sounds, and the feeling that someone is watching them. Legends say that the forest is full of ghosts, mostly the souls of people who have disappeared here without a trace. Many believe that this place is a portal to other dimensions or the abode of supernatural beings. Hoia Baciu is a place where reality and fantasy intertwine, causing genuine horror. Este. Augustine Lighthouse, USA. The Este. Augustine Lighthouse, located in Florida, USA, is considered one of the most haunted places in America. Built in the 19th century, it has witnessed many tragedies, including the death of workers and members of the lighthouse keeper's family. It is said that the spirits of those who died in these places still inhabit the lighthouse. Visitors often hear footsteps on the stairs, see strange shadows, and feel sudden gusts of cold wind. Some even claim to have seen the ghost of a young girl in a white dress, who was one of the first victims of this lighthouse. Ghost town of Pripyat, Ukraine. Pripyat, an abandoned town near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, has become a symbol of one of the greatest disasters in history. After the accident in 1986, the city was evacuated and abandoned, leaving behind a sense of time frozen in time. Empty buildings, overgrown streets, and abandoned items create an ominous atmosphere. Locals and stalkers who visit the city tell of strange sounds, unexplained phenomena, and even visions of the ghosts of people who were unable to leave the city. Pripyat is a grim reminder of the destructive power of humanity and that ghosts of the past can live on in such places. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. If it was interesting, support the video with likes. Thank you for subscribing, and take a look at what else we have prepared for you.